Oh, there is something about wanting to be the heavyweight champion of the world. There's certainly no more glamour involved than for the heavyweight championship. And it's going to be contested next, the undisputed championship on November 8th in Las Vegas. Evander Holyfield, the undisputed title holder right now, will be challenged by Mike Tyson, the former holder, although Mike is certainly having problems of his own. He arrived in Indianapolis this past week to answer charges that he raped an 18-year-old beauty pageant contestant this past July. Now, the grand jury in Indianapolis handing down that indictment on Monday. Tyson showed up on Wednesday to be booked. He took a mugshot there, fingerprinted. Bond was set at $30,000. Needless to say, he posted bond. The trial date has been set for January 27th. His November 8th showdown with Evander Holyfield is still on, and that has several special interest groups upset. The Guardian Angels, one of those groups, they say there's continued plans to fight. It makes light of violence against women. They say the fight should be postponed. Those responsible for putting the fight on certainly disagree, and that certainly includes former champ Tyson.
The fight comes first. After the fight, then we can take care of the trial, and then I'll be proven innocent. But my main objective right now is the fight.
A lot is going to be said between now and November 8th about that heavyweight championship fight. Should Mike Tyson continue this fight? How distracted will he be? To join us in some conversation about that, USA Today boxing writer John Saraceno joins Lynn Berman now. Lynn?
Thank you, Cambrell. John has been our guest judge at ringside as well this evening. What was your opinion when all of this broke? Should the fight continue normally?
I think it's pretty obvious, Len, that Mike Tyson has every legal right to fight. He has not been convicted of a crime at this point, and there's no way they can stop Mike Tyson from fighting. The fight will happen.
So obviously the $64 question is, what effect will all of this have on Tyson as he approaches this fight?
You know, it's interesting. Mike Tyson has shown a remarkable resiliency to adversity in the past. The deaths of custom model Jimmy Jacobs, domestic turmoil with Robin Givens, and he's shown he's been able to fight through it, primarily because I think fighters are basically selfish people, and I think he'll be able to insulate himself in a protective cocoon, sort of, and work through the problems and be ready for fight.
So do you think the whole fight promotion and the fight itself will just proceed normally, or will there just be so much talk and will it just snowball to the point of just being overwhelming come November 8th, you know, the talk of the rape charges?
I think there'll be some pockets of resistance. Obviously, various groups will protest the fight, I'm sure. But I think when push comes to shove, people are interested in watching Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson fight. And I think by fight time, that's all people are going to be talking about. Okay, John, stay with us. You'll be our guest judge for the next fight as well with Tony Lopez and Brian Mitchell. But now let's go back up to Cambrell Marshall.